Hey guys, I hope you're all having an awesome day. So I did a reading yesterday, I posted today, but I was feeling like guided to pull some different cards and different messages. I definitely don't feel like that message from yesterday is for everybody and going to resonate, but I feel like there is definitely like a shift today too. And so I kind of want to talk about that and help anybody who's maybe struggling today. There's a lot of emotions coming up today. There's definitely a lot of past life stuff coming up, a lot of old energy. So, and I keep hearing from Spirit Blast from the past, like a lot of you guys are going to old energy, to old patterns, to old cycles and things like that. Not necessarily you're staying there, but you're kind of going back there. So if you're feeling a little disconnected or you're feeling a little odd, hi Seiji, you're feeling a little whatever, there is a lot of change right now, which can definitely feel like chaos. It can feel like chaos physically in your body, especially with ascension symptoms. It can feel like mental chaos. It can just feel like a lot of just chaos like in your mind. So it's really important for you to like ground yourself, take care of yourself. Self-love is so important at this time. Really being mindful. Hi, am I gonna get a kiss? Being really mindful of like your needs and your emotions. 111, new beginnings. Definitely I was getting that earlier too. Like a lot of people do have new beginnings coming forward. They do have a lot of changes and things coming forward. Definitely getting some of you guys like after kind of a period of like the shadow of the retrograde, like there's going to be things moving in a positive direction, but right now it might feel a little chaos, a lot of imbalance, whatever the fuck the word is. Just a lot. It might be happening sporadically throughout the day where you're going into one energy to a different energy, feeling like yourself, not feeling like yourself, not really being able to control your emotions or feelings, or things coming up, or where maybe you've learned like a new way of handling or doing things. You might be feeling like you're reverting backwards, but there's definitely something with cycles and healing and clearing and things like that. So just try to be patient with yourself. We definitely have a lot of water and air energy today, I've noticed. And so I've actually noticed I've been using a lot of fire and earth energy. I've actually been sitting outside in the sun for a little bit to like kind of lay out and get some energy from the sun and just, whatever. And I actually did like a candle for myself as well. It's kind of like I'm doing the candle service, but I made one for myself using fire elements. And then of course, I use the herbs and stuff, which is earth elements. So if you can, definitely fire and earth elements will probably be beneficial to kind of balance some of that out. And I noticed as I was doing that, my energy kind of grounded and calmed down. But just salt baths always help, really anything. But I'm still getting from Spirit, definitely like using like earthly elements today and fire elements. So let's get some messages and see. You might be getting a lot of signs. That was a message that came out yesterday. Baby, watch out. That was a message that came out yesterday, and I've also been getting it today too, is you're gonna have pops of information and signs. You might start feeling like super really connected at some point during the day, and then you feel like super disconnected at a different point, or feeling your intuition and then not feeling your intuition. Try to let the thoughts and stuff flow, almost like the way people meditate, where when the thoughts come up, instead of processing all of them, unless it's something that needs to be processed, try to just like let the thoughts flow. A lot of it is old stuff and fears, or just things to bring to your awareness. So you got improving health. I open the deck and that's what I see. I do get a lot of you are clearing chakras and doing chakra healing, and as I say that, Spirit's like, we're gonna have you do like a cleanse. I'm gonna actually do like a candle cleanse to purify and cleanse all the chakras and stuff. I just don't have all the details. They literally just gave that to me as I was talking. So anyway, we got listen to your intuition, recovery, meditation brings answers. It definitely feels like a lot of you guys are wanting answers to something. It feels almost just like this very like shaken energy, where something kind of shook you and you're like, I just need an answer. Like I just need to know. Not almost like anxiety, but not necessarily anxiety, almost just like this persistent like needing to know. Spirit's like, take a deep breath and sit with it. Why do you need to know so bad? Like, what's up? Like, what's going on? Like, are you not feeling safe? Are you feeling out of control? Is it reminding you of something from the past? Like, get to know yourself and go within. And so what I'm getting from Spirit is like, even though you might be feeling this heaviness or this energy or this pressure or this needing to take charge, move forward, or all that, Spirit's like, this is a time to sit with it. This is a time to reflect. This is a time for you not to necessarily make moves, but for you to sit and understand and learn and ground. Oh, I love it. 444. So yeah, there's definitely an emphasis with that. Some of you, it almost feels like your intuition might be blocked and stuff, but like the more you're taking time to kind of go within and we got recovery and meditation brings answers. Like the more time you're taking for yourself, we're doing such a shift right now and I just got such a fucking dizzy migraine. We're doing a lot of third eye stuff too, and a lot of crown chakra. They're saying crown chakra for me personally, so it might not be for everybody, but we are doing like a lot of third eye stuff. So if you guys are getting tingles or blockages, that might be why as well. We've been kind of doing that on and off for like the last month. I've noticed for me, it's been pretty much on and off every day for like a month, but, remain positive. But yeah, there's definitely something with balance coming in for a lot of you guys. But they just need you, like the answers that you're seeking will come to you at the right time, but you need to be open to listening. So some of you, it is taking time away from distractions to actually process or go within and listen to your soul guidance. It's almost like the soul guidance comes in and then the fears follow. And so some of you guys are like holding on to the fears and like kind of like spiraling with them. So Spirit's like, let them go, let them go. Like release, control, trust, and surrender is the big message I'm getting right now. All right, so let's say, just got a ringing in my ear. I didn't ask for anything specific, like what we need to know or anything like that. So we're just getting whatever Spirit's given us right now. So we got transformation on the bottom. A lot of you I'm getting are ending big karmic cycles. And so some of you are actually, Saturn retrograde. Is Saturn in retrograde? I'm not totally sure, but they're saying something about Saturn retrograde. Maybe somehow that's helping, you're saying reassessing something, revisiting something. Oh, did I finish what I was saying earlier about the blast from the past? Like some of you, I forgot if I said that or not, but they said that to me earlier and they're kind of talking about it right now. It's like something with, yeah, I did talk about that, old cycles and stuff. Some of you might even be having old people or situations popping back up, like exes, like old friends, family members, like people you haven't talked to. Some of you might be literally coming in. Some of you might just be messages. Some of you could also just be dreams and thoughts about people you hadn't seen in a while or something. They're saying this has been kind of going on the last few weeks. So some of you, it might be happening currently. Some of you, it might be happening within the last few weeks. Some of you, it might be more than one person. So have fun with that. Actually, funny enough story. Was it actually 6 days ago. Yeah, because it was, tomorrow's Friday. Today's Thursday. Okay, yeah. I literally saw like my very first like long-term ex when I went to the store with my friend on Friday and hadn't seen him since I was 20. I'm 35, so 15 years. That was interesting. People be popping up left and right at this point. But anyway, they're saying there's something with that. It's more so like for some of you, it's just like a lesson or not necessarily like a test like you're going to fail it, just to show you how different you are or to see how you feel different about these people or the energy and how much you've grown. Like, don't go back to the past. Like, I feel like most people already know that, like they're already done with that lesson. It might just be a lesson for the other person kind of popping up and you just kind of seeing like how you've changed and how you've grown. And it's not to, say anything negative about somebody else. So what's interesting is we have 9s in the 2 corners and then we have 7s in the 2 corners, and these two came out together, so 77. So definitely 77, 99, 99's ending cycles. 77 is a lot about our spiritual path, our spiritual gifts and things like that. So all right, let me get to it. We got deception and envy, universe, conflict and defeat, material harvest, fulfillment of wishes, choose wisely, accelerate emotion, patience and planning, crown chakra. Hold on. Now, baby, you're on top of the cards. Come here. Oh my God. She's been back to her like little, like, let's knock shit down and go crazy, attack the other cat's energy. She hasn't done that in months. For the deception and envy card, I'm getting a lot of you guys, illusions are being lifted at this time. Spirit is like definitely showing you areas where you've been hiding stuff from yourself. So this definitely, I talked about this, was it yesterday? I think I got the same message yesterday. It wasn't the card specifically, but I got that same message yesterday in the video where it's like feelings, like deep feelings you have and things that things you've been kind of hiding from yourself. It doesn't necessarily feel like somebody's being deceptive or manipulative in your life. It's almost like blockages you have and fears you have and feelings you have where you've been hiding them from yourself. You've been kind of hiding who you are, what you actually want, or things like that. Spirit's sending energy to actually help you with seeing these areas and unblocking them. But a lot of you guys are fighting this and a lot of you guys are struggling with this. It feels like there's a lot of struggles with this in some way. where it's like you're trying to like go into like new energy, but you're dealing with the past. And I'm hearing like karmic. So like a lot of you, it could be karmic cycles, karmic, you know, relationships, all of it. I'm definitely hearing karma is involved with this situation. If you are in this situation, Spirit's saying open yourself up to what's coming up. Stop trying to run from it. And look, like even he's trying to run. Like stop trying to run away from it. Stop trying to like go into your comfort zone of safety, that false safety from the past. Like move forward. Like you know this, you've already went through this, like fucking deal with it. Like they're not being assholes, but they're kind of being like assertive about it. Like you guys already know this shit. Like you already know this. Like, yeah, it's nice to go back to your comfort zone. Like it's easier to do that sometimes, but it's false sense of security. It's not helping you. It's not actually helping you feel safe. It's not doing any of that shit. So it's like, don't, you know, and it's not to be hard on yourself, but it's more so like just some fatherly, you know, tough love. It's like, stop going back to the past. Like y'all have already been there, done that shit. Like stop, like you know better than this. Like you deserve better than this. Open yourself up, because when you open yourself up and you let go of the past, something's coming in for you guys. I keep getting this. I got this same message yesterday. Some type of opportunity, some type of abundance, something with like stability and security. It doesn't feel relationship. I got the same message yesterday. It doesn't feel relationship related. It more so feels like a volunteer opportunity, a business opportunity, a job opportunity, some type of career expansion, some type of education, something with that, something maybe even expanding. So something maybe you have and expanding or something. I'm seeing some of you like in social settings because of this, like meeting new people and stuff like that. Again, I'm not getting like romantic relationships, nothing like that. It's more so feels like a self-love type journey, career focus, something that's part of your spiritual path. So we got fulfillment of wishes, choose wisely, accelerate emotion, patience and planning, crown chakra. What I'm getting from Spirit is get out of your head, like go back into your heart center. A lot of you guys are struggling with this at this time. Like shit's not coming for you in the time you want. They're saying divine timing is at play. Again, a lot of the same messages as yesterday. Divine timing is at play. Ground your ass, like ground yourself, get out of your head. Like whenever you're doing that, like snap yourself out of it. Like you know how to do that. It might be a little bit harder to do that now with all the energies kind of going on and all the stuff kind of going on, especially because some of it feels a little bit new and it's maybe a little bit harder to work through. But Spirit's like, you've got this. Like you guys are so strong. Like you have this shit. Like not force yourself to do anything you're not supposed to, but like kind of push yourself a little bit harder if you need to be like, I'm not going to go in this cycle again. I'm not going to keep doing these same patterns and shit, even though it's hard. And like being patient, they keep saying being patient. You know what's true in here. Are you licking me? She is like super lovey right now. You know what is true in your heart. You know what it is that you want, and stand up for yourself and work toward it. But like also be patient with the timing. Not everything happens overnight. You are still in a healing phase. You are still in a growing phase. She is literally giving me so many kisses. Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss in the face. No. Oh, thank you so much for the kisses. So we got fulfillment of wishes, choose wisely, accelerate emotion. Hold on. So distracting. This is coming true. Your wish fulfillment is coming true, okay? What you want is coming true. With the choose wisely card, it feels like a lot of you guys are feeling like you need to make a choice right now. Am I gonna get a kiss on the mouth? No. You're needing to make a choice right now. It's where it's like, you don't sit with the energies. There's a lot of chaos going on. There's a lot of changes and things going on. Sit with it. Sit in the discomfort. Like you don't need to make a choice. If you don't have a decision where you feel, hi. Oh my God, she's so cute. If you don't have a decision where you feel grounded on it, you don't have a decision. Okay, baby, you're distracting the shit out of your mother. If you don't have a decision where you feel grounded, you're not really sure what to do, then sit with it. Hi. Aw, why are you being so nice? What does she want? Hi. She's not normally like this affectionate, and definitely not when I'm doing readings. You guys know she likes to knock shit over and stuff. What's up, baby? Yeah, the energy's been really chaotic. Like I can tell anyway, because she's bouncing the fuck all over and acting weird as shit. She's definitely the cat that feels energy like I do. She sees like energy in the house too sometimes. So Anyway, but yeah, if you're not sure about a decision that you need to make, 444, then sit with it. Like, then it's not the right time to make the decision. You just might be feeling, it almost feels like some of you guys, like I said, are feeling this like pressure, anxiety, energy to like make a choice because you're kind of uncomfortable, or there's some type of changes, or there's some type of like insecurity or instability or imbalance or some shit. And it's like, so you guys are like maybe feeling like, oh, I need to rush and make a choice so I can get out of this, or so I can feel better, so I can feel more stable, or, you know, I can make this change in my life. And Spirit's like, if you don't have a grounded decision, then it's not the time to make the decision. Like you don't need to do that. Like, anything that's meant for you is going to come for you. Your manifestation is going to come for you. But some of you, it's not going to be for another few months. And they're like, you got to let go of the time. Like, you got to let go of how it's going to happen. Like, if you're having insecurities or fears come up, deal with them, face them head on. Like, stop pushing them down, stop distracting yourself, stop trying to lie to yourself and telling yourself, you know, they're giving me this analogy. I'm going to tell you guys, they're giving me this analogy. And they gave me this analogy probably like a year ago or something as a spiritual download. And I know I talked about it in a video like at least probably a year ago, but it was something about like almost like the way your brain works and like a computer system. I love it. We got inner voice. What's below that? Transformation. We got that yesterday too on the bottom, and then today on the bottom. So, but there's something with, it's like when you're lying to yourself, it's not helping you. And then what happens is all right, hold on, let me figure out if I can figure out how to say this. My communication's not very great right now, if you can't tell. So it's like, it's basically like you have a computer system, right? And it's like, it needs certain coding to work. When you're giving it false coding, you're fucking the whole system up. And then it's not gonna work in harmony. It's not gonna work in proper balance. So the same thing, same thing works with your mind. Okay, when you're lying to yourself, when you feel a certain way, but you're lying to yourself about how you feel and you're trying to shove it down, you're essentially fucking with your internal guidance. You're fucking with your internal system. You're fucking with your intuition and the way you process, nope, don't bite, and shit like that. And so what happens is it creates this like disconnect in what you know and what you feel. It creates a disconnect. So it's like, you need to stop lying to yourself. Maybe you don't need to admit that to everybody else. You know, even if it's hard for you to make a choice, be honest with yourself. Like, look, you know what? I know that this isn't the right situation, the right person, the right job, the right whatever. I know, you know, this and this and this. I'm not ready to necessarily make a choice on it right now, but I'm not going to lie to myself anymore. Like, I'm going to acknowledge that this is my truth and my feelings. Sometimes when you do that, you might realize that you don't necessarily have to leave. It might just be setting boundaries. It might just be having a conversation about needs being met. It might just be asking, you know, like for your job, for different, you know, responsibilities or extra help or support, or, you know, whatever it is. It doesn't have to be like this or this. It doesn't have to be so black and white. Like, I have to do this or I have to do this. That's very like collective, like societal thinking. And I know I've definitely fallen into that. That's something that Spirit's actually been working with me on. A lot lately is it doesn't have to mean this or this. It can mean a lot of possibilities in the middle. And it's like taking that time to reflect. And they're going back to the first message of, she's just kissing the shit out of me. Taking the time to reflect, to be able to make that choice and make something that's going to be helpful for you. But there's definitely a big emphasis on not lying to yourself, really honoring your feelings, really standing in your truth with yourself, what it is that you deserve, what it is that you desire, and how to get those needs met, how to get that to be better, how to ask for support, how to ask for what you need, and how to recognize what you actually need. So, all right. Can you move so I can pull some cards or no? Can you move to the side a little bit? Sagey. I was hoping she would give me kisses, but that's okay. Okay. Get your ass out my face. All right, let's see. Let's get some last messages from Spirit. If you guys do, wow, that card just flew out. Inner voice, guys, come on. The inner voice card flew out, and look what's on the bottom, transformation. If you guys do, I'm doing my candle crystal grid. I added another service, or added another thing to it today, which is to help with clearing past life stuff. A lot of past life stuff's been coming out that's blocking your heart chakra. So it's going to be something where I'm adding that in as well to help with releasing walls and blockages and things like that that prevent you from opening yourself up, you know, receiving the love you deserve. And I don't just mean romantic relationships. I mean, even in your friendships, even within yourself, making choices from your heart rather than your mind. Hi, things like that. But I'm doing it on Friday, which is tomorrow. I say that because my video from yesterday I'm posting until today. Thank you, Sage. Yay. So yeah, if you want to join, you have until noon on Friday, October 1st to join. Link is in the bio. Didn't I have another card? No, I didn't. Okay, girl, you are driving me mental right now. Oh my God, she's going fucking insane. She's driving me nuts and distracting me. Anyway, yeah, if you want to join, you can. I'm doing the candle service and the crystal guard. All right, let's see some final messages. We got another illusion card. That one just flew out. The dream. I love that. We got politics on the bottom. So I actually think this is pretty interesting that we got the deception envy card, which is very similar to the politics card and the burden. So it definitely feels like a lot of you guys needing to, one, be honest with yourself, but be honest with other people. I definitely feel this fear energy, almost like abandonment, anxiety energy of saying what you feel and standing up for yourself, and fearing how another person or people are going to respond to you. But it's really important for you to stand in your power. You know, if people leave or people have shit to say, it doesn't necessarily mean, you know, an ending. It could just be like a conversation about respect or different things, which can sometimes deepen relationships, and sometimes they push them away, but that's okay. You know, if it needs to separate, it needs to separate. You don't want to force somebody or something that's not really good for you. But for some of you, it definitely feels like, and look, we have morality right under that, like, holy shit. But for some of you, it definitely feels like almost like this, like feeling like you need to like listen to other people or societal conditioning. Yeah, I'm getting a lot, and I'm getting a lot of masculine energy with this, like listening to societal conditioning. Feels like a lot of the masculines, I might pull some separate ones for masculine and feminine if I'm guided to, but like, it feels like a lot of masculines are working through these fears of, I need to look a certain way or be a certain way for, you know, certain type of conditioning, certain things that they learn from their family. Hearing mothers, so maybe they learn from their mom, like they need, stop Sage, they need to look a certain way, their partner needs to look a certain way, make certain money, do certain things, something with that specifically. Nope, 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 no, 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 no. Come here, I'll throw something for you, come on. Something like that. So it definitely feels like that. This doesn't just feel like masculine, that just feels like a specific message for the masculine. But again, I told you guys, like blinding yourself and like ignoring stuff. That message came out yesterday, and then we actually got cards today that are saying basically the same thing. Let me see what's underneath that. Hi. Success. I love that. So definitely grounding, working through that. But I'm hearing you need to release other people's expectations, like of you. So if you're expected or have been conditioned to believe that you need to talk a certain way, look a certain way, be a certain way, do things a certain way, like you're in that energy right now of releasing that shit. That's what I'm getting from spirit. So some of you guys are struggling a little bit harder with that is what I'm getting. Okay, you are fucking all my cards up, you little bitch. Ow, ow, Sage, that is not nice. Fuck, you know, you were kissing me and now you're going crazy. This is what I mean. Ow, she has sharp little teeth. Stop. Or you're gonna go in the room. I'm gonna put you in the room. Stop your shit. Go down. Stop. Ay. Like this. Some of you I'm hearing definitely need to take some time to yourself. Not necessarily away from people, away from situations that exhaust you. It definitely feels like certain people that make you feel exhausted, certain people that are kind of expecting a lot of things from you, certain people who, it almost feels like people who like energy vampires who like take, and like they don't give back, and it's like you feel just depleted as fuck when you're around them. You're just drained as fuck. Some of you, this is jobs too. Some of you, I'm hearing family as well, but some of you, this is like jobs and coworkers too, where it's like you're feeling really depleted. You're feeling like really kind of exhausted, and spirit's like you need to take time to recover, but you also need to take time to be around people who uplift that energy, who support you, who guide you. And what I'm getting is like there needs to be a balance with that. Like you intuitively know these things. I'm also getting there's a lot collectively that's going on with this energy as well. They're saying there's like a big energetic shift with this. So if you're not really seeing this like an out or kind of how to do that. Like spirit is kind of guiding you to release some of these things. Some of you, it's also thoughts. I'm hearing like thoughts and patterns that just completely fucking deplete you and exhaust you, where you feel almost like debilitated, like you can't really move, or you're just so tired and so drained, you're like, I don't know what to do and stuff. Spirit's guiding you. They're sending you energy to help you. They're also, what I'm getting to is sending spirit messages to you to help you with that, like through readings like this, or through posts online, or through your friends. Like, you know, some of you have like earth angel or light worker friends through that, or even if you just encounter like an earth angel or light worker, like having them meet with you to kind of give you those messages. So we have letting go, guilt, beyond illusion, the dream. So what I'm actually getting is some of you guys are releasing guilt and shame. Definitely guilt, shame, fears. Nope, we're done. Hey, look at me. We're done. Stop. Try to talk to her like a person and maybe she'll listen. Okay, cool. We'll just do it like that. You're going to be coming out of this energy. You're going to start seeing where these came from. A lot of you guys are in this right now, where you're going to start seeing where these guilt feelings, these shame feelings, these thoughts and all this shit came from. A lot of you with childhood and shit that you heard growing up, stuff you've seen on TV, stuff society has kind of reinforced. Even like I'm getting some of the spiritual people you may follow that may have good intentions. They also have their own conditioning. Hold on. They also have their own conditioning as well. So, you know, I do too. We all do. We all have our own conditioning. So sometimes they're posting their own personal belief system and stuff that they grew up learning, and that has been kind of reinforced for them through their own experiences. So a lot of you guys are learning how to discern from that and see like past that and move past that and really like transform and grow past that, but releasing shame and guilt with what you deserve, what you desire, what you want. Feels like some of you guys have like certain desires or certain wants, and it's almost just like this like scared energy of like, what are people going to think or say? It's like part of you, it feels like advocating, where you're standing up and speaking your truth, and people having a problem with that. Certain people, it feels like you want money, or you want certain lifestyles or certain things, and you're like worried people are going to judge you. And some of you, it also feels like things you accomplish and you want to share that, but it's like you're worried people are going to be like, you're narcissistic, or you're this, or you're this. And Spirit's like we need to get rid of this shit. Like, it's just not helpful. So we have letting go in the dream. It feels like a lot of you guys are giving up. That's not necessarily what these cards mean, but it feels like a lot of you guys are giving up. It's like a lack of patience and a lack of seeing something in front of you. And it feels more so like fear energy. It doesn't feel like you're letting go with the intention of trusting, you know, and releasing control. It feels more so like fears, like fears are coming up. You're not seeing it. You're worried about the past repeating itself. You're worried about like old energy and old situations happening. So it's like, you're like, I'm just going to let this go. Like, I don't want this anymore. And it almost feels like some of you guys are going back to past energy, where you're like, fuck it, I'll just like do this instead. Like, it gives you some semblance of happiness or some semblance of whatever. And it's like, your Spirit's going to guide you with this, and they're going to help you. If you are in this energy, just ask for some help. But there's definitely something with you guys needing to heal this. Like, if you're doing that, there's definitely something that requires further healing for you guys. They're not really giving me an answer with what that is. So I would say definitely ask or book a reading or something like that, so you can get individual guidance, because they're really not giving me anything specifically to give out about this. But that's really what I'm kind of getting. But, you know, what... No. Never mind. They're not letting me say anything. Okay, I'm not. I'm going to quickly pull masculines and then feminines. So we're going to pull masculines real quick. Okay. You're saying which one are we doing? Feminines. Yo. Sage. This is feminine, I guess. We're doing. We got creativity on the bottom. Some of you, there's definitely something to do with being affected by moon cycles. And she's driving me nuts with moon cycles and changes taking place. But yeah, definitely something with that. We have for the feminine, fuck you guys. You guys, all of us, we're going. Some of you, it doesn't have to be a gender too. It could be your feminine energy as well. Okay, come here. We got morality, experiencing, thunderbolt, mind, projections. Sage. Oh my gosh. Okay. Come here. Come here. I literally feel like I'm dealing with a toddler right now. Jeez. Okay. Hold on. I feel like there's a reason this is going on right now. It feels like a lot of feminines are feeling blinded and don't have a path in front of them. It feels like they're really feeling stuck. They're feeling really just heaviness, definitely heaviness in the mind, but really feeling like overthinking, anxiety, heaviness. I don't know when the new moon is, but for some of you, it's gonna bring some sort of balance or some type of self-expression, some type of truth, or seeing through illusions. And some of you, it's gonna open a little path for you, but it definitely feels almost like a lot of anxiety, a lot of discomfort, a lot of unknown, because you really don't see the path before you. It feels like there's a reason you're going through this. Spirit's saying like some of this is to release attachment, some of this is to release fears, release ego, release like outcomes, releasing. Like it feels like a lot of releasing. But y'all got the thunderbolt, the fucking mind, and projections. And it's like, and this a lot of times does signify too, is like towers of the mind, you know, overthinking and stuff. And it definitely feels like some of you guys are mirroring somebody else. Some of you I'm hearing are mirroring your inner child wounds. And it's like you keep going through like subconscious cycles and you don't even know you're going through it. But it definitely feels like a lot of fear energy and a lot of overthinking, a lot lack of direction and a lack of clarity. So it's causing all this like mental chaos. Let me get some guidance because, yeah, let's get some guidance for the feminines. And like I said, when I say feminine, it doesn't necessarily mean female. It could also just be your own feminine energy. So advice, we got nothingness on the bottom, we got past lives, and look at the mirroring going on right there too. So some of you, it is past life. I think I brought that up earlier, how we're doing a lot of past life stuff. I keep seeing all these new moons or crescent moons in all the cards for these feminines. Like I just keep seeing like all of them, they're pointing them out. So definitely there might be something with that. What I'm getting though is like releasing the past and going into healthy supports. So it's like releasing some of this old energy, definitely some childhood wounds, inner child wounds, projection stuff. If you notice, like you guys got a lot where it's like duality. We got the projections card, we got friendliness, which kind of mirrors each other. We got past lives, which is mirroring each other. You guys have a lot of cards that are mirroring and a lot of heaviness. It feels definitely though like a lot of you guys are ending cycles right now, and that's why it's kind of heavy. But Spirit's just emphasizing asking for support and guidance when you need it. They want you to know that better times are ahead. Like you're just kind of stuck because you're needing to be right now. There is definitely an emphasis again on releasing control and allowing and releasing attachments and allowing things to flow. And it feels like you guys maybe are struggling with this and kind of went backward, feel like you kind of went backwards, but you're still moving forward. But Spirit's saying like there are better times ahead, like things are happening, like all the seeds you planted and the trees that have grown are about to bear fruit soon. Like you're about to go on a new experience. And it feels like a lot of you guys are going to go back to like a state of innocence and a clear slate. And that's kind of why you're going through some of this right now. All right, let's check in. What's going on with the masculines? Oof, you guys just had some strong ass energy. Listen, I'm going through it too if it makes you guys feel any better. That one's coming out. All right. For the masculines, they got way nicer energy than the feminines. So this also, it doesn't matter gender. This could be your masculine energy as well. We got breakthrough on the bottom. I love that. Okay, so for what I get for the masculines more than anything is that like they're a little bit indecisive right now. They're not totally sure what to do because they're going through like a transformation. It's almost like they're being reborn. They just don't know they're being reborn right now. So they're kind of struggling. I don't know. I'm seeing a tiger for some reason. They're kind of struggling, but they're going to have a breakthrough. It feels like in the next few weeks, Spirit's going to guide them to have like some type of breakthrough in clarity. I'm just seeing like them very stuck. But we got postponement, the dream, fool. I'm getting so much fear energy with that card. Isolation and trust. It definitely feels like almost, this kind of feels like what I said earlier is like something just kind of isn't happening in the time. that you wanted it to happen. This could be, you know, and we got the Dream and the Fool. So for the masculines, this, and like I said, it's an energy, not necessarily, you know, gender, but it's like something that you wanted to happen or to come forward. This vision that you had is kind of making you feel like shit. Some of the masculine energy is like you thought you wanted something and you realize you've outgrown it, but they're still scared to actually like let go. And it's like, it's almost like they're scared to actually have the wish fulfillment. It's like almost like this fear of actually like the timing with this wish fulfillment for some reason. It feels like they want to stay complacent and not really move and want to just kind of stay stuck a little bit because they're just kind of in their comfort zone and they're really scared to actually take a leap of faith. I get so much fear energy with this leap of faith. The age 15, 16 pops up. So there might be something like a trauma or a blockage or something specifically with that, where there's like some fear energy, but I definitely get a lot of anxiety, fear, and regression energy with this Fool card. It's almost like spirits trying to show them something better for them, but it's like they're so scared of it and moving forward that they're pulling backwards when this is coming up for some reason. So we have isolation and trust. That kind of goes with the message of like them pulling back and stuff like that. It definitely feels like they're trying to fight their battles alone. They're trying really hard to step into their power. It feels like maybe in the past they really weren't facing stuff, or really like dealing with their stuff maybe in like a healthier way. And yeah, I'm hearing like addictions, eating, things like that. So it feels like maybe they're teeter-tottering a little bit, but it definitely feels like they are progressing and moving forward. Spirits, like you guys are doing it. Like it might be slower than you're wanting it to. It definitely feels like something with timing for them too, but in a different way. But spirits like surrender and trust. Like that's really, I'm going to pull a little bit of guidance too, but there's definitely an emphasis on surrendering and trust. And if you notice, there's definitely, it feels like a mother wound for sure. But it definitely is something like they're so scared to like take a leap of faith. It's like this fear of like not being enough, not being worthy. But I'm also hearing this fear that like they're going to go back to the past, or they feel like they're not going to be able to control themselves, or they feel like they're not going to be able to make things work or something. There's a lack of security within themselves that's kind of fucking with their mind right now. It definitely feels like the masculines are being triggered in a very different way than the feminines. So let's get some advice for the masculines. That one just flew out. All right. We got awareness and courage. Slowing down. So yeah, I mean, I love when these like line up. It's like you don't need to rush this process. Like you might be uncomfortable, sit with it. You don't need to rush the process. Like take it slow. Take your time and take it slow. Turtles might also be a sign for somebody as well. But like the awareness is coming, the veil is going to be lifted, and like spirit's going to help you have courage to move forward. Like they want you to know that you can pull yourself out of this situation, and they are guiding you. Some of you, there is a veil in front of you. Some of you, I'm seeing like the past is in front of the masculines to help them with seeing truths and awareness. It feels like some of them are going through like shame and guilt because of choices they've made where they maybe hurt themselves or hurt other people. It feels like it's almost like they blame other people or they blame themselves, but spirit's like there's not really blame. It's more so like just bringing awareness and healing. So there's definitely something with that, but we got suppression, which I told you a lot of them feel like they've been suppressing and not really totally dealing with their shit. And that's why maybe it feels so heavy, but we got suppression, the burden, and maturity. So what I'm definitely getting for the masculines is, throat chakra, speak. Feels like they have something they need to say and they're so scared to say it. It almost feels like this like ball, and it's like they're terrified to like let it out and say it. But for the masculines, it feels like is almost like coming into your feminine intuitive energy and your feelings, coming into your feelings and allowing yourself to really blossom into the beautiful soul that you are, and to come into that and trust that you're taking the right steps. More so what I'm getting advice for masculines, and I know I said this earlier, is releasing all of those insecurities and those feelings of societal conditioning, that I have to be a certain way, look a certain way, feel a certain way. Definitely feels like maybe like some of them had some like mothers who were kind of overprotective or overbearing or constantly telling them what to do or how to be. They might still be dealing with that shit too. But like releasing that, what people say, what friends, I'm even getting what friends say. It almost feels like some of them are like worried about like their friends judging them or like what their friends say or things like that. So there's definitely something with like releasing themselves from these burdens. And I love we have the breakthrough on the bottom because I feel like that's just to give them a little guidance, like y'all are good, like it's gonna happen, like you're gonna have your breakthrough, like it's gonna be fine. And if you recall, like it was breaking free, look at all that shit like kind of holding back. So it definitely feels like the masculines and feminines might be mirroring too. I said that earlier and I said that yesterday in the reading, like in relationships there might be a lot of mirroring going on and a lot of triggering going on as well. So if that feels like it, you know, whatever resonates with you, I talked about it yesterday in the video too, but it definitely feels like just kind of releasing like shame around their feelings and their wants and desires and not giving a fuck like what other people say. It more so feels like the masculines, it's going through this period of time where they're struggling with caring about what people outside of them think, and so they're kind of focusing on the outside rather than the inside, and they're doing a little bit of both, but they're still pushing more toward caring about like what other people are saying or feel about them or think. And Spirit's like, people don't even give a fuck what you do, like people just want you to be happy, like the right people just want you to be happy. So like, hold on, jeez, where did that go? Yeah, all right, one more, hold on, I'm gonna grab like one more. What did I say about innocence before? We got adventure, so definitely some of you guys are about to go on a new adventure. Look at that, we got conditioning and patience, pretty much like everything we've been talking about in the moon cycle too. I'm getting something like fertility, something's coming to fruition. Some of you guys are about to no, something's about to open up for you guys. It might not be until like October-ish, seen around like October 21st, shit like that, but like I think they brought that same date up earlier, but something around that time. It might not be that actual day, it might be around that time, but yeah, that's date's not for everybody either. Some type of opportunity or something opening up. So we got laziness, the master, understanding, and innocence. It just feels like some people wanting to just sit in the same energy, same cycles. Some of you, it might be addictions. Some of you is trying to put the blinders on to certain feelings, certain emotions, and things like that. But Spirit is saying like you guys are going to start understanding things, like the illusions are going to be lifted. You're going to start understanding things. And a lot of you, this is to come back to innocence. And I think I said that message earlier, to come back to innocence, to come back to that childlike wonder, that energy before the conditioning, before all of these things have affected you. So there's definitely something with that, and coming back to a state of nothingness and peace and innocence in your mind. So anyway, I hope that this helps. If you guys do want to book a private reading, you can shoot me a message on Instagram or Facebook. And I'm wishing you guys so much love and light. So is Seiji. Hold on, can you see her? Say hi. See, she decided to be good and chill. Hi. So comfy and so calm. I don't know why she's going crazy today, but wishing you guys so much love and light, and I hope you all have an awesome day.